Okay, so now we're going to look at some typical loadouts and some not so typical loadouts. This is a typical 3-season loadout for just hiking and camping. As you can see, I have heavier stuff at the bottom, just like doing when you're loading out a backpack, a regular backpack that's just a big bag. Heavy stuff at the bottom, lighter stuff at the top. So I have my sleeping bag here. This is my cook kit. It's got my water boiler. It's got the stove. Got the fuel canister in there. I use a white gas stove, so I have a big old fuel canister in there. In between here is my bottom insulation for my hammock, my underquilt. Here is the hammock itself with some extra stuff in there, some guy lines and rope and things like that. Here's my big giant tarp, and I don't have it on here, but my food would go here just like that and strap on using cinch straps. And that would, if I'm just going hiking into an area, that's all I would carry. If it was raining and I thought I was going to need to baton wood, I always carry a Mora knife with me, which is a pretty good bushcraft knife. But if it's raining and I know I'm going to have to cut and baton wood to get good dry wood for building campfires, or if it's cold and raining especially, I'd take a big knife. It's easy to integrate that type of gear into this system. For example, here's my tomahawk, and you can do this one of two ways. You can use the shock cord type, shove it, and you can put this here, and obviously I don't have the cover on this, but this would turn inside the pack like so and be behind the load, and it's right there out of the way. Additionally, any long cylindrical objects can be lashed between the cinch straps. You simply loosen the cinch strap, shove this in here like so, and cinch it back down. And if it's a tight enough load, or if you have a water bladder carrier that goes across the back and compresses everything, then you may not even need to put it inside the cinch straps here. You could probably, it would be like this load right now is tight enough that I could bend a couple of these out of the way and just slide it in behind them, and it would live there and not work its way out. So I'm going to go ahead and reconfigure the camera so you can see me putting it on and see how it rides. So just like with any pack, it's got a haul strap on the top, and what I do is just grab it by the haul strap, put the right shoulder in, grab the haul strap with my thumb, put the left shoulder strap in. I hook the belt first, get it where I want it, get it nice and snug. Now you can see already that the shoulder straps are still loose, but the weight is carried by the belt. Go ahead and adjust your shoulder straps. Hook the sternum strap. Adjust this down. And you can see that very little of the load is being carried. Feel a little bit of weight right here on the front, but as you can see, everything is where it should be. The load lifters come over the top of the pack right here. These are the tails for them, like that. And the load lifters work like any other load lifter. You have a ladder lock right here, and you loosen it
and that allows the pack to hang away from your back. You can see the gap right there. As you tighten them, it brings it forward. So when you're on nice level ground, you can have it loose. And then when you approach technical terrain or somewhere where you have to scramble or duck and crawl under tree limbs or whatever, you come up to a deadfall, you just pull them down. Very easy to pull down. You just grab the tails, pull them down like that. You can see how it pulls the entire load towards your shoulder blades. If you're carrying really heavy loads that are real high, it's better to get some of that weight out over your shoulders to get your center of gravity closer to the front of your body, so you're not having to lean forward so far.
And of course, this is like the base configuration. No front pack, just the belt with no bags on it. And so obviously I would have to have water carriers somewhere in addition to this loadout. But this is basically a 3-day loadout for 3 season just hiking. Basic hiking load.